Kevin Smith and his wife, Jen Schwalbach, have traveled the globe, selling out theaters left and right. The Secret Stash now proudly presents one sold-out night in London, available on vinyl, as in that thing you put on a turntable. Plus one, Murica. Crank up some goddamn funny storytelling, recounting the night that one of Smodco's royal family OD'd on weed. Pick up Plus One, Murica, in regular or limited autographed editions, available exclusively on jayandsilentbob.com.
Since your ill health, though, I imagine your sodomy lifestyle has slowed down quite a bit.
Suffer, bitch.
You gotta eat fiery puss.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
How many episodes are there? 16? They're going to split it like they did last year? Or are you going to let it run it straight through? They did split the season last year, right? Because it went half of Walking Dead, I think, last year. Or was last year a full season? No, yeah, they split. It went half of Walking Dead and half of...
Dude, you're dangerously close to being a customer here. Fucking pepper me with these fucking questions about the show.
You should... Well, I forgot.
Tell me we're recording. Please tell me we're recording.
You know what? I'll be thinking about you when you get up at 6:30 for tomorrow.
Are we recording? Yeah. No, leave it.
I hope the show...
We just got gold.
I hope the show lasts for 10 fucking years.
All right, Declan, cut that back in, please.
No, we should just cut that.
All right, just start it like that.
Telling Steve Dave.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, dude.
Friends like you, we don't need enemies.
Wow.
Suffer, bitch.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. We've got a full house with me, with Walt, with Q, with Sunday Jeff,
Yeah.
and a man who, no, not a man, hero, really,
Right.
survivor.
An inspiration, certainly.
Yeah, I mean, is there anyone who, after hearing his story, would not be touched in a way that incites bravery that you never knew you had inside you? Strength. You can't imagine ever having to sum up.
Some might say the wind beneath national wings.
The collective wings of humanity, Q.
Right. That's right.
Super AIDS survivor and AIDS skeeto survivor, Sal Volcano.
Just guys, just trying to spread awareness.
So are you aware of this, Sunday? This,
I finally meet the guy I sent the flowers to, at least.
we've got
I mean, the way I find out about my own diagnosis, afflictions, are just really social media. It's like,
your doctor didn't even tell you.
no, I had no idea. As a matter of fact, I haven't been to him yet. Because they also tell me how the ways to, to help it and cure.
They follow you on Twitter and they're like, hey, we hear you.
Yes, and that's also the way my family found out about everything, so thank you.
You know what's going on here Sunday, Jeff?
Not a clue.
Sal was unofficially diagnosed with Super AIDS, and it appears that he contracted it from a very rare breed of insect called the AIDS skeeto. Sal was fishing in Staten Island in the swamps.
For dinner.
Like you do.
Got a little nip on his neck, and the rest is history.
Briefly turned into a Brundlefly-esque creature.
Yeah. He's back to normal.
Yeah.
I just have one quick question for you guys.
His medication cocktail is working.
I thought I got AIDS, Super AIDS, from an old man in New Orleans. Do I have two strains of AIDS? Does one cancel the other one out?
Well, that was regular AIDS, and unfortunately that weakened your immune system, so when the AIDS skeeto came and bit you, you had no chance.
If AIDS does come back, though, like it comes back in a big bad way, and like someone of significance gets it, and you guys are like making light of AIDS and like using it as this big joke. It's not going to look good for you, I don't think. Right?
Who's big?
Like you're making such light of a pretty horrific disease.
Well, we've decided that we don't care who we offend anymore because it's too hard to tiptoe. You never know.
I'd agree.
You know better than anybody. You've said the most simple things. People
I
get
tiptoe.
offended. Even
Still
when you
tiptoeing.
tiptoe, though.
Well, since I've been tiptoeing, I've been pretty good about keep my nose clean. Tiptoeing works.
Well, what disease can you make fun of? Pneumonia kills people.
Yes, you can. Because you know why you can't. You know why. Let's not dance around why you can't. All right. You know why AIDS is closely tied to the gay community. No, I don't know. Maybe at least it once was. So
Right.
let's not dance around why some diseases.
Enough with the hokey pokey, Q.
I also found out about that on social media.
What's that?
That it was tied to that community. But
Oh, really? You didn't?
So if you're making fun of it, you're making light. Somebody could get, especially like if somebody of significance actually it comes out and says I have AIDS,
Like Magic
and
Johnson?
it comes back in the public eye again. Yeah, no, like another Magic Johnson case. Yeah, then someone might do some research, see that he really has it, or not really has it, but like, and then it could be really like a really bad joke you'd have to explain.
Bad? By bad, you mean like, yo, that shit's bad.
Well, what the other people, the rest of the
So
world
we're-
might not think is as funny.
So your feeling is that if someone of significance, more than your Joe average, like
George Clooney.
George Clooney got
Yeah.
it, then they would come to us and be like, answer for your sins.
Well, I mean, I think that they would start to do the Wikipedia search, like other celebrities who have AIDS, the Magic Johnson. Then they'd see Sal's name pop up, and they'd be like, "Wow."
He did
first
nothing
of all,
to
I'm happy to be
dissuade
just
people,
mentioned in the same sentence with George Clooney.
and he's done nothing to dissuade the public
Right.
from realizing that he has it.
I mean, it's going to be real. He has to explain it, and then also explain why he thought it was funny.
Yeah, what's a big joke?
I always thought you were just mocking me, not AIDS.
No, of course. Like anyone with half a brain realizes that, when we're joking around, it's not AIDS or people that die of AIDS. Like none of that's funny. The idea that you're fishing and get bitten by some
So
hybrid
if you said
mosquito
malaria,
and then
it
turned
would have
into
been just as funny if you said super malaria.
Nah, it just doesn't have that ring. It just doesn't roll off the tongue.
AIDS
you know?
smacks a wallow.
But inevitably, people are like, I read this. I'm going to read this to you.
I like that you just said that anyone who would be offended doesn't have half a brain in that sentence as well. Anyone would have a brain, and so anyone who got on and was offended
Yep.
clearly-
You know what I'm saying about him.
doesn't have half a brain.
Let's see.
But
I'm going to read this thing to you, Sal.
I mean,
You'll be able to appreciate this.
most of the messages I receive now have to do with
Oh,
Miss AIDS Squito?
Skeeto.
Skeeto.
AIDS Guido.
That's most of the messages I get. Even no matter what I do or say, they just kind of like attack me with like everything. I'm just like, oh, like I'm at the like. I mean, the simplest things. If I'm like at the store or something, I'm like, oh, I'm just at the store.
Could you
know,
imagine if a charitable group contacts you to speak at a function because they read this and you have to explain to them, oh, no, it's just a joke.
It's a joke.
Like some organization wants you to inspire some real life people who are afflicted with a disease, be it that or another, and you have to explain. No.
What do you
I'm
got,
a
half a
practical
brain?
joker. We do this stuff all the time.
We steal stuff off people's plates at buffet. We pretend we have AIDS.
N-word. I don't know. just distract them with something worse.
This is what I saw this quote by Stephen Fry, Q. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you love him, as you love all things British. It's now very common to hear people say, I'm rather offended by that, as if that gives them certain rights. It's actually nothing more than a whine. I find that offensive. It has no meaning, it has no purpose, it has no reason to be respected as a phrase. I am offended by that. Well, so fucking what? Says Stephen Fry.
Good.
And Stephen Fry is gay. He's a member of the homosexual
And
community.
that comment means absolutely nothing.
No.
In the real world, that just because he thinks it doesn't change a single thing, that enough people are offended can change and
It doesn't
destroy
even take
careers.
a lot of people. Sometimes it only takes a few people.
Yeah, so
we can't even wear Samoan-style tattoo leggings from Nike.
Who's that duck?
You used to love doing that.
The duck?
The voice of the duck who said something bad about
Oh,
Gilbert
Gilbert.
Gottfried.
Still probably feeling the effects of that comment in his pocketbook, at least.
Oh, sure. I mean, when you lose that kind of national
And
campaign,
Is he a cross-dresser?
How crazy was that? What?
Is he a cross-dresser?
Who, Gilbert?
Is it in his pocketbook?
Whoa, okay. City of AIDS.
Gilbert Godfrey made that joke like the day after, though, didn't he?
Oh, I think the tsunami was still rolling in as he made that joke.
Wait, was
we
tsunami?
waited.
Or I thought it was about the Egyptians rising.
Oh, no, that was Kenneth Cole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, that's
He
a
did it
harsh.
like the day after it happened. I mean, we waited 25 years after the AIDS epidemic to start making AIDS mosquito jokes.
Yeah, the Kenneth Cole thing was
Right,
like...
no, I agree with you. I think it's safe. I'm just saying. But imagine if. So imagine if there's there's an eruption.
Right.
And some high celebrity or high profile people get afflicted with it. It could be a problem.
I got a way we could already head this off. Got a way. We're going to sell something, give the money to AIDS charity. Now, get ahead of the problem.
Like, we've been supporting...
I don't know.
Why don't you just sell some bands like those little wristbands that say
That's
No,
a
someone
clerk.
eBay.
AIDS strong?
That's a clerks too.
We'll do like an eBay auction for something. And the proceeds for that will go to AIDS research. This way, when the people do come, we'll be like, we realized it was a little bit insensitive, so we decided to proactively turn it into a positive. And
They're like, well,
good.
you figured that out, yet went on to joke for months afterwards.
but we gave $50. I don't understand where you're coming from.
Did you see, Q? I'm sure you'll be happy to hear this. They shut down the subway
What?
yesterday. Yeah, I guess there were a couple of, hold on a second, cats cause delay.
Really?
Subway. Now, I read this article, Q. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Disabled metro train. No, that was not it. Well, how could this not be
It was
first,
yesterday.
the
Cats
first story to
on
come
the-
up? Yeah. A couple, I guess there were some kittens on the railing or something, or on the rail, and it was 2 hours that they caused these trains to be delayed. And I found two things to be of interest.
All right.
One, it was like, you know how they have certain lines, it's like the orange line or the red line
Yeah.
or whatever. Well, these particular lines that were shut down for the kittens were the B and the Q lines.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Hey,
Because
all
that's
right.
Brooklyn, Queens, right? Mm-hmm. So there was that, and then there was some jerk off who said, who basically was like, why do we care about kittens on the, okay, here we go. I found the story. Yep, there it is. Kitten in question, hanging out.
And this fucking jerk off says we should just run over a kitten?
This guy says, one middle-aged commuter who declined to give his name told the New York Post, "Can you believe this? All for cats. I hate cats." That could have been you. It could have been Sal.
I don't want to offend anybody.
Would we do it for? We would do it for a dog, definitely. Would we do?
Where do you draw the line?
Now?
Okay. Humans, yes. Dogs, yes.
Depends
Cats,
on
yes.
depends on the human on the rail, though. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah,
If
maybe.
it's
It's like a hobo?
some drunkard who just fell, like a homeless guy or anything. Would
You don't
you?
think they'd stop the train for a homeless person on the track?
In the '70s, they would.
Speed up.
These days, people are busy. They don't have time.
What about like a rat or an owl that made
Rat?
a mess down there?
An owl.
An owl, I think they would.
An owl,
Think
they
would for an
might.
owl?
I
Really?
don't think anybody would hear about that owl.
Really?
Nope.
No. Who's stopping it? Who saw the kitten? Is it a commuter or was it the conductor? If the conductor sees the owl, I can't think he's gonna stop traffic and everything like that.
I disagree. I mean, I guess it depends on who the conductor is.
Would you save it for vermin?
No.
No way.
No. No.
Actively killing
Squirrel.
vermin.
No way.
Squirrel?
No.
No. Well, is it a family? Here's the thing. It's a family of. It was a cat, mother cat, and a couple of kittens here.
Right.
So if it's a mother squirrel and a couple of squirrelets or whatever, a
would.
little squirrel baby.
I would, yeah.
And what's the
Wait,
what's the
you're talking
timeline before you're like, fuck this, and you just run them over? Like, it's just like,
It's
So
New
what
York
happens?
City,
A
man.
squirrel nest.
This is New York City we're talking about.
Sure. Yeah.
You can't stop all of New York subway traffic for squirrels, can you?
I think we can. there's alternate means of getting around. And squirrel babies are really cute.
Do you know the implications of stopping a train for 7 hours? I'm sure it's millions of dollars.
It's got to cost you a
pet
bit,
store
right?
and there was a squirrel there that had a $5 million price tag on it. Would you buy it or say this is fucking ridiculous?
I'm not going to buy the squirrel, Sal.
We haven't heard from Sunday, Jeff. Are you a pet owner? You have any pets?
I have 2 cats.
2 cats. Did you know you shared this with him, Q? This love of cats?
I think I did know that.
Yeah, I know. He saved a kitten that was on the wrist. So that's maybe why it's a BQ, because they shaved the kitten.
So what do? Do you shut down New York City for these kittens?
I don't know where they were. Were they in the actual visible, where the people could see them actually?
Well, what if you could hear them? You have to see them. If you could hear them,
If you're on a train and you're going at whatever speed,
right?
you're not hearing that cat on the train. It's had to be somewhere close to the platform where the people could have heard
Sure.
them.
They were all playing with balls of yarn on the third rail.
So, I mean, you do what you got to do, I guess, for a while. I mean, you try to
Sitting
the
in sitting in spaghetti pots.
You know,
a little bit of spaghetti hanging off their head.
Hang it in there, yeah.
Nobody. Once you stop the train for the kittens,
You have to keep going.
there's no amount of time that anybody's going to be like, all right, guys, it's been 5 hours. Let's just fucking run over these goddamn kittens. It's never going to happen. Once you stop down the machine is stopped until those kittens are out.
Okay, what if it's an alligator, which has been known to be down there? Right?
what city do you live in?
Well, alligators are down there in the
occasionally
subways.
somebody flushes a pet down there.
Look at them. They
stop
look like
it for an
little,
alligator?
Oh my god, that was them?
little snow leopards.
Yeah, you gonna run that train? You gonna take that train and run over there?
No way.
Yeah, I think you're right. Once you...
I don't think they run over.
Oh, wait, it
alligators.
says here, MTA personnel were alerted about the errant kittens by a woman who said she was their owner.
Now that gets hairy now.
Power was shut off to the tracks, and the staff tried to corral the kittens, with the kittens still on the loose and out of
You
view.
have kittens down there. Right? She probably just said that because she knew if she said they're mine, they would have to shut it down. And if she said there's some stray kittens down there, they'd be like, "Go fuck yourself, lady." But if she says they're
working.
well, that's how I picture New York.
Walt's
I don't have a
part-time
lot of
job.
experience in New York, but I picture New York as like middle-aged men, balding, and really tough, chomping on cigars.
Chomping on kittens.
That's always been my picture of New Yorkers.
Okay.
But you know two New Yorkers right here.
And impatient.
Well, Sal and I both have wonderful
Staten
heads of
Island
hair.
now.
Great heads of hair. One of you has cats.
Good.
Did you do a Dollar Shave one?
Dollar Shave.
No? Declan said you might.
Declan
Fucking unreal how long this takes.
went to romance. He didn't.
Yeah, he's in England, right?
He's really.
Isn't that what he's going for? Sodomy?
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, well,
he didn't mention
let's
sodomy.
talk about that during our Hulu Plus commercial.
All right.
That it would be a lot more fancy, Q, if
Yeah.
Declan were on the ball instead of flying to new countries to get sodomy.
He is.
He went to Thailand.
Yeah. Dressed as a young boy. This'll trick him.
Yeah, he's. What's going on with him? Is this a new girlfriend? Or?
I guess it has to be because he's constantly fucking flying every weekend to, I guess, England or London from where he lives.
Is that like what would that be the equivalent if I was to fly somewhere? Like to me, I was like, that's effort, man. Flying every weekend somewhere. Would that be like flying
Here to like Boston?
Florida?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not even
okay.
that far, but yeah.
Wow.
Imagine you'd gotten no puss for a decade.
It's hard when you're Declan.
Yeah, then the trip doesn't seem so long.
A rocket to the moon.
The moon's made of pussy. Stop going.
It's made of Fermanda cheese. So this is a commercial for Hulu Plus, anyway.
How is Hulu going to be happy to hear this?
I don't know. Well, what Declan's doing that we didn't mention is on his device, his tablet, his phone, all that. He's watching Hulu Plus on his way
That's right.
to visit his lady love, and you can do all kinds of stuff with Hulu Plus. Q. I mean, mostly watch TV, I guess. What is it that you can there's shows like Walt, like Sal, are you this way where you don't really want to watch like I have to do it with something like Breaking Bad, but there's tons of shows that you can just rip right through the season rather than like wait like week to week like we used to when we were young.
Yeah.
Do you ever miss that, Walt? That anticipation of what's coming up?
No, I've lost that. The ability to feel anticipation for a television show.
Yeah,
because it's been taken away, thankfully, by
Hulu
the
Plus.
people at Hulu. You know, because you can watch it whenever you want now. You know, they've robbed me of anticipation in a good way,
yeah.
in the best way possible.
Well, it used to be
The way you want to be robbed of something you used to love.
some fucking dickhole at a network was telling you when you were going to watch your favorite show.
Yeah, I hate them.
What is this, America? Or is this communism?
That's right.
Right.
This ain't a
know
third
one's
world country.
One's a
System of,
But what is this, America or is this communism?
Right.
Not being told when I can watch my show by some
It's what I need to fucking.
asshole in a $2,000
Hold on,
suit.
before I watch that show, Mr. TV Network, man, let me rub mud all over my body so I don't get bitten by some flies because I must be in a third world
Right.
country. I'm not in America where I got to be told I have to watch a show on a certain day at a certain time.
Right. Disgusting.
Yeah, it grossed everyone
Outrage.
out until Hulu Plus showed up.
Hulu Plus is like, if TV watching was World War II, Hulu Plus is America.
Oh yeah,
Right, come
easily
in.
the Allies.
That's right.
Who are the Nazis in this game?
Network
Netflix.
executives.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about Netflix were the bad guy.
And Netflix, unless they also want to advertise with us, and we may have to readjust that.
But only $7.99 a month, Sal. You're a jet setter.
Hey,
You're
we could be like Italy, you know.
Netflix.
They turned tail.
Hulu Plus.
And no one ever gives them a hard time, dude. I mean, everyone's conveniently forgot
Sure.
that Italy was on the bad side. They got in just in time. They turned it around and they saved the nation. And no one ever remembers that,
that they're
man.
part of the Axis powers. Yeah.
My grandfather fought on both sides of the war.
No,
Did he really?
what?
Yeah.
How'd he do that?
He was in Italy. He was Italian. In
Really?
the Italian army.
When I got to Ellis Island, they changed my name to Benedict Arnold.
So tell me, he has war stories where he's like, 1 minute I'm fighting on one side, the next day I'm like, here's the new marching orders, bro.
No. He was.
Those guys you were trying to kill yesterday?
He does have. My grandfather has the highest.
This is awkward.
I've got third-hand war stories.
My grandfather had the highest medal the Italian army can give for when he was on the right side of the war. He
Oh, really? So America gave him that. They gave him that honor.
yeah,
gave him
he
that
got some
medal.
good- like it was. It's a crazy story. I should get the story from my parents.
Can we promise that? Maybe on the bonus pod.
Ooh,
For
that'd
the
be sweet.
Cryptozoic man.
I mean, it's a insanely heroic story. It's like nuts.
It should be. Well, it should definitely be on the Cryptozoic man pod.
So we'll do it on the
An insanely heroic monster
Yes.
and an insanely heroic
Right.
Quinn.
That's right.
Yeah,
What I'm saying-
he lifted some fatty out of her house.
What I'm saying is my grandfather was the Hulu Plus. Bring us
excellent.
back to top of the Italian army.
But he was recognized
Yeah, the
by
highest medal
the
you can get.
Allies for his work.
That's right.
So maybe he was only giving it half-assed like you do when he was fighting for the Axis. Then he was like, "Oh, I'm finally on the right side. Now watch me go.
Right.
Now watch me kill."
That's right. These crowds.
I just love that, like only 2 generations later, it goes from heroism to like, you've been in practically jokes.
We should yell that out.
You got a slide whistle.
So anyway,
Hulu Plus,
that was
right?
huluplus.com/TESD, $7.99 a month. You get a free trial. There's so many fucking shows on there, I can't even begin to list them. It's totally worth it,
We're
though.
not allowed to.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. So give it a try. I need your help.
Mike Hurt.
You're saying hi to everybody?
Hi, buddy.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, buddy.
There's Walt and Sunday Jeff and Q and Sal and Stacey Patella. But I need your help. Gotta tell everybody to go to csma.com. So I'm gonna go to California.
Yes.
Then on the 20th, we're gonna be in Ontario, California. Me and Kev for a Y-Bri.
On the 24th?
That's the 20th.
And then you go to California for Talking Bad?
22nd is Talking Bad, and then 23rd, the Brea Improv, which I think is in Orange County. September 23rd, 8 o'clock. That is a busy weekend, and you're not going to be around. What am I going to do without you? Cry? Yes. I'm going to cry? Tell everybody how Dada cries. What do I sound like when I cry? Yeah.
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 Okay. So that's it. Go to csmod.com. 20th in Ontario, which was a really good show last time. Almost sold out, Q. Yeah, you don't want to hear this. We're not talking about Impractical Jokers.
Just say sold out. Just say sold out.
It's not sold out. No, it sold out last time.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're saying it's almost sold out now?
No, this is the first announcement. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
just
talking
said
about you or
almost
your
sold out.
sodomy.
What did you just say almost sold out about?
Ontario, last time, almost sold out. We
Don't
had
say
like
that.
10
Just say
seats left.
sold out.
No, I'm going to be honest with people because I was very disappointed in them last time.
Oh, you want to guilt them? Okay,
Yeah.
and yes, almost sold out. You looked a little stupid.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't cut that out then.
Okay.
22nd, Talking Bad. 23rd, Brea Improv at 8 o'clock.
Very nice.
csmod.com. It's going to be fun. And I'm gonna, whichever one sells out first,
Yeah.
I'm going to give them the Y-Bri that I've never told anyone.
Wow.
Nobody knows.
I don't like this, man. You're keeping stories from the original.
I just happened to think about it. It's not even like I kept it.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching something the other day and it reminded me. I was watching something on TV and it reminded me of it. And I was like, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Fuck it. I don't know. All right. Anyway, so we got that, and then we got fucking.
So you're saying you're going to unleash a tale that no one's ever heard that's going to be
It really.
drop dead flabbergasting to people.
I don't think it'll be flabbergasting as much as like, what's wrong with him? Like what like how fucking stupid can you be?
That's all you need to deliver.
Flabbergasting.
Because that's
Yeah,
what the show's about.
I guess so,
So
yeah,
if they
you're
just
right.
say why or what, you've done your job.
I'm done.
You've done your job like any public servant.
I don't know.
Not tough at all. I cried at an episode of Undercover Boss recently.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was uplifting.
Oh, really? Not a tears
No, it was
of
uplifting.
like.
It was good because they you know the show or no? Like the CEO
yeah.
of a big
Oh, yeah, watch
company
it all the
goes
time.
and you do.
Yeah, my kids like to watch
Have
it.
you ever cried at it?
I've never cried at it. All I could do now is just watch it and go, oh my God, this is so obviously staged. It's painful.
Oh, really? Well, the one I saw was a couple of years. I don't know if it was or not. I hate when things are staged. I was going to ask you if you could at least see how I could cry at it.
I could, if you're the kind of guy that can turn your mind off and just immerse yourself in what you're watching and not really like, just like really just give it, just like let loose of all,
Bodily functions.
irrational thought. You could easily.
Like if I was in a coma.
No, you just don't. You're just too tired to question like how someone could be so idiotic to believe that someone puts a wig on and they don't recognize their boss.
That's not what happened in the episode I saw.
Hey, Jeff, if I just put a blonde wig on and I came in here,
I don't think I noticed you.
I had a pair of glasses on. Could I fool you?
Looks like Walt with tits.
He would think you're part of.
Know each other though.
He would think you were part of a show called like Undercover Tranny or something.
But when the guy, I know it's the CEO of the company usually, but when they reveal themselves to the employee, they're always like, "Oh my God, you own." They always recognize the CEO.
Yeah, I saw one. I saw one. Now that I think about it, it was about a guy who owned a whole bunch of different resorts, and same thing. He talked to the maintenance guy, and he talked to one of the women who changed the beds and shit. And you're right. Like as soon as he takes off that wig, it's like, oh, you're a guy that fucking owns 50 fucking resorts across the world. I would never know what the fuck you looked like.
And I would be shocked if you could find 3 people who are doing that kind of Lord's work in a subway. Where they're like, I'm taking care of 5 adopted children. I also run a church as a deacon on the side, and I'm working 88 hours, and I'm getting paid minimum wage. And then the CEO is like, wow, this guy's got it really tough, and I'm the CEO. He really showed me something.
Sal's crying. You got Sal crying.
Yeah. He's uplifted, inspirational. Now, do they ever show because I've only seen it once? Do they ever show people that aren't
Are not uplift. I don't know.
that are like fuck
I
this
mean,
place?
to be in,
You know how
I
many
really,
fucking mini bars of soap I take?
I do like that you like that though, that you were touched by it, because like it is the kind of programming that I'm shocked is a hit in today's world, because usually you just want to see people screaming at each other like Pawn Stars, screaming at their brother.
Hardcore Pawn on True TV.
But that show that made him cry really is the total exact opposite of finding like wonderful stories and rewarding people who are really behind the eight ball but are still giving it every ounce of energy to do the right thing. So it is a good show. I don't want to piss on it.
Well, that one where they move the bus and the whole family gets a new home is insane. That one I saw like a.
That's a great show.
Home makeover.
Yeah,
Extreme
and it got
makeover.
canceled too.
Did it?
Why do you think it got
It
canceled?
wasn't one episode. If you didn't cry at any single episode you saw, then you're just a heartless, horrible
Yeah,
person.
I mean, I didn't
Not
cry.
regularly.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Sorry, but
I didn't cry, but he's right though. I mean, but in defense of canceling it though, I mean, they found like handicapped midget dwarfs, a family that were living in
They were living by the subway rails.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, there's no way to top it anymore. There's no way, because basically it was the same episode every time. There's no way you could find a family worse off than that last family they had.
Imagine the family that caused the cancellation, like the midget dwarf, like ailing family that they canceled it for. Even though they got the house, what they feel like now, like they jumped the shark with us. So I mean, I love the new his and her sinks, but I really just we don't.
This is
show our
bad.
face.
I like that show too. I know your girls watch it as well. It's Restaurant Impossible.
Yeah, and they like that because people are taking the task right in front of their faces, and they're just like they're like shocked by that. And there's somebody goes in there and is like, "You're shit. You think you're serving good food?
Yeah, your food's garbage.
Yeah,
Everyone stop eating it. It's poison."
And you see the person who owns a restaurant has just got tears coming down their face as they're lambasted on national television. For some reason, my kids are like watch it with their mouths open, like, this is amazing.
It is pretty shocking that people. I mean, I guess the thing is like, okay, if we don't do this, then our restaurant's fucking done for good. But you do have the people that work there. That, I mean, there was one guy. He was. I was going to cry for him. He was. Do you know the show? You ever seen it?
Yeah, yes.
You're crying, right?
I have opinions on the show.
He couldn't be more subservient. Couldn't be more like, "Chef, you're right. I'm garbage." Like,
How do you argue it though? How do you argue it? You called him in here. Obviously, you knew you were doing a horrible job.
well, no. This was the chef, not the owner.
The owner
chef
said,
actually
signed off and was like, "Yeah, have him come in. I know I'm probably in for a bit of a tongue lashing when he comes in."
And I have about like 15 sacrificial lambs that are going to go along with me, my employees. Well,
I'm probably going to skate off on this one. I'm the one restaurant he's going to come in and be like, "Nah, no changes needed."
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Right. I don't think he thought that.
Well, you have opinions, you say?
I do, because there's like 5 shows that are in the exact. Well, first of all, Restaurant Impossible, right? Let's say there's 20 episodes in a season. Every episode's identical, right? But then there's 5 other shows that are identical to that. There's Kitchen Nightmares, there's Bar Rescue, and every episode of each of those shows and every one of those shows is identical, and every one of them is a hit. So I mean, they're doing something right. With
Right,
that.
but it's the negative version of Undercover Boss. All they find is employees who are like, "You should fucking sack these fucking clowns." And yet on Undercover Boss, all you're finding is like, "Oh my God, you're a horrible person for not giving this person a raise."
Right, right,
It's
right,
exact opposite, and yet they both found an audience, which I guess says.
I still watch it. Don't get me wrong. Like, if it's on, I get hooked easily. But
Yeah, it's good. How's the sodomy watch going, Q?
Oh, no.
No, it's done.
I think it was done that night.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't last.
Really, no way.
You told me you were going to try to go the rest of the whole week without no sodomy.
I tried. It's hard, Walt.
There's just too many delectable young boys in his neighborhood.
Really? It only took. How really? Realistically, how long did you hold on?
It might have been that night. It was definitely within a few days. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Either it's that night or it's a few
I don't
days.
remember, Walt. These things just happen.
Either
Too
like
much
when he's
sodomy,
like,
huh?
Too much sodomy. Sodomy everywhere.
when he's like, "Oh, it's that night." That's him trying to be the your view of what the tough cigar chopping New Yorker's like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that was it.
What kind? without
I
getting
like
too
my
graphic,
sodomy frequent.
without getting too graphic, what kind of? I mean, maybe there's a chance you would.
Who fucked you in the ass?
Sal, well, we have something to announce here on Hammy and Sal.
You got super
What
AIDS.
kind of sodomy did you
I
partake
mean, this
in?
was 2 weeks ago.
Maybe
right?
it was. No, I think it was last
1
week.
week.
Last week.
Weeks and months blend into each other, right?
All the sodomy.
He's supposed to give enough sodomy to cleanse his soul and try to get into heaven.
What?
He gave up after 2 hours.
sodomy not being like ass sex, blowjobs as well.
Oh, well, that's who defines it as that in this day and age?
Well, last
Well, the
week we
people,
did.
the guys who are letting you in at the front gates.
Yeah.
St. Peter, apparently. If it's anal, then I'm still doing good. But I've definitely got.
You really?
blowjobs.
You've had mouths down where they don't belong.
Yeah. Well, why don't they belong there?
Well, according
to St. Peter.
according
Yeah.
to the rules, you got to live to get into heaven,
Yeah.
You put your mouth on her butt.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, if possible.
like a harmonica.
Yeah.
Really? So you didn't even last 48 hours?
I didn't think you were serious
You really
about
want it?
that.
You really don't want to get into heaven, do you? You don't care.
I don't really.
Well, you
care.
because you feel like you're invincible right now. Boy, but when you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you you
Super AIDS.
you have something wrong with you, though, boy.
I'm the one that comes
See me in the
out.
waiting room.
It's always the guys who are on death row, who find God.
Well, they say there's no atheists in the trenches. In the
Right,
foxholes.
exactly.
Right.
So right now, young virile Hugh
Right, young.
doesn't care about this spot in heaven, do you?
No. No, I figure I'll get up there and I'll like.
Well, can you imagine the sodomy that's going to commit it on your soul when you go to hell?
Oh. You're getting fucked on the reg by demons.
Blow my soul.
Yeah.
Oh, or the sodomy you're going to have to commit on some demons.
Yeah.
Sodomy. Is that your
demon.
definition of hell?
Oh hell yeah!
That would be pretty
oh
bad.
yeah! I'm sure there's parts of hell.
Hell, you gotta blow demons.
Oh yeah!
It's probably like prison, though. You get used to it.
Oh no!
don't know if
I'm
that's,
telling you, I don't think the human mind
I don't
can
think
wrap
you'd ever get used to that.
can wrap your mind around the punishments and the degradation and the vile acts that you will have to
Alright.
suffer for your life of sin.
Well, now
in
you're
hell.
scaring me.
I'm doing a slow burn because like I've done a lot of that stuff already. so
I know.
so by the
I
time
don't
you
know
get
if
to hell,
I think since you're ill health, though, I imagine your sodomy lifestyle has slowed down quite a bit.
no, not really. No,
Really?
no.
So how much sodomy you've had?
still
in the
a
last
card
week?
carrying,
How much
sodomite.
sodomy have you had in the last week?
In the last week, what are you talking about?
Dude, I don't want to get graphic.
Okay. Let's
Just
see.
like how much sodomy, how many acts of sodomy in the last week?
in the past week from Friday to Friday.
From Monday to this Friday, last Monday.
Okay, the 5-day work week. Oh wait, so now you're talking about a week and a half almost.
Yeah, I don't want to get graphic.
Okay, well,
Just a number.
I would say 4 to 5 acts
Wow.
of sodomy.
So you're on the highway to hell.
Today,
So you're joining the queue, right, hand in hand, going
Yeah.
down the escalator.
they get some
We'll be
chapstick.
like,
We'll take turns on the demon.
yeah, we'll blow them at the same time.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be acts your mind can't even, like things like, is it no Karma Sutra will ever document the kind of things you'll have to do in hell.
Well, they won't take into
Right?
they won't take into consideration my physical condition.
I'll give you a handicap.
Why you say that, Hugh? I'm sure there's some female demons down there, right? Oh yeah.
So hell is a homosexual hotbed.
Right, that's what I was going to say. What is a homosexual hell then?
Yeah, what about a gay person that goes out?
You got to eat
I
puss.
have no idea. I mean, like I
Just a
said,
bunch
no
of people
human mind
doing
can
like
figure out what's
vanilla
going to
shit.
happen.
You got to eat fiery puss.
Wow.
What do you think, Sunday Jeff, as a Jewish guy? The only Jewish guy at the table. Do sodomites go to hell, or are they okay?
They're okay in my book.
Yeah?
No, not in your book.
The
I'm
book
talking,
of Sunday Jeff.
I
How
know.
do I know? Why you ask such a crazy
What do you
question?
think, though?
What else are we
think
going to
there's a
do
heaven
at this
and hell?
table?
Just answer me that. Heaven and hell? Is
no.
there? No.
Nope.
So there's no afterlife?
No.
That's it?
That's it.
This is it?
Throw you in the ground and that's
Could you
it.
imagine this is it? The life you led, all the good you did, and you're telling me there's no reward for you after
What's the
all?
reward?
the
Isn't life the
good
reward?
soldier
Life
you
is
did?
your reward.
Right, but I would think you need. I would think you need the life that you've led, the person that you are. You're telling me that you won't be rewarded for it when it's all said and done. Is that really how you want to live your life? The way your
Well, you will
mindset
be.
is?
You will be. It's
What?
the way everybody else remembers. That's how your spirit goes on, not by what you go into the box.
So you're telling me that once you're gone, there's no
I
there's
think
no
so. Yep.
no Jeff Silverman's soul,
You don't
quote
turn into
unquote soul.
like a steamy bath and just go up wherever I'm going.
Wow. What's the point? Why are you living in that life? Then you might as well just do.
Because this is
Might
your
as well
life.
live like
this
you.
is the point that. Well,
The worst example you can point at. You don't have to be good and
this is what
good and
counts.
pious Sunday Jeff. You can be like this piece of shit over here.
This is what counts. I mean, this is what you take with
You're
you.
saying no. That you're saying. Tell me that's not that what counts. So.
No, this is what counts. Well, what you're
But
living now.
but no matter but the same fate awaits all of us though. No matter how you live your life here. That's not a good way. I would think though, just fool yourself at least. At least.
You know what?
At least.
But then I got to give up sodomy. That's
right.
No, well, at least well, he's not going to start sodomizing, so he might as well at least like convince himself that he's going to be rewarded.
You don't know that, man. It's not too late for you.
It's never too
Is
late.
it just blowjobs though? What about the reverse? Like, can I perform sodomy on like a woman?
Sure.
Okay,
I think
so-
it's anything that's defined as that isn't just regular intercourse,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then she can perform sodomy.
Well, he's married. He can do anything. You don't have to worry.
Yeah,
about it.
that was
there's no such
yeah.
thing
Oh, just because I'm married, then it's
He's
okay.
married
A lot
in the
of
eyes of the
caveats
Lord.
here.
You're married.
Sal, that shift.
That put Walt in heaven and us in hell.
Yeah, that was the loophole I was looking for, so I get in. I was looking for the fine print. So you guys are all unmarried. So anything you do, even the normal,
Doesn't matter.
Even like a handy is
even
sodomy.
even the normal stuff is still sin. But I was trying to get him at least to try to like little baby steps, go a week without sodomy. He couldn't do it.
I don't want to do it. If sodomy is wrong,
Sunday, Jeff. Normally your Sundays would be nice and easy going, right? Easy like Sunday morning.
That's me.
Until JaneSilentBob.com/CMAN.html, which is the Cryptozoic Man bundle, which, Walt, if I'm right, this is until how long? Only until this coming Wednesday? And that is it? Is this what I
This
hear?
is it. The last day is the day after Labor Day, the Tuesday after Labor Day.
The Tuesday after Labor Day, which would be, hold on a second here, which would be the 3rd then.
Yep, September 3rd,
D-Day.
By midnight.
D-Day. Is that D-Day?
That's D-Day.
So if you don't get, you're getting all sorts of awesome stuff. Q, you
Sunday,
aware of
Jeff,
this?
will you right now to sweeten the pot? Will you put some blood on the issue with us?
Yeah.
You don't want my blood.
Not you, Sal. We're okay without your blood.
We don't want what was that? We don't want an outbreak. But no, do you know one of the promotions we're doing on the Cryptozoic Man? One of the issues, not issue 1, but one of the issues out of the 4, me and Brian are going to put a splatter or a small dot of blood on the cover. Our own blood, just like a la Kiss did in the 70s. Would you go on here right now and say you will also put a small dot of blood on there?
No.
Come on. Why not?
Man.
Small dot of
Do you
blood.
want to move issues?
You can't put blood on comics.
Why?
Send it through the mail. Go to jail.
Who's
Biohazard.
going to know?
Yeah, well, somebody will know eventually.
People listening.
We'll just send them anonymously.
How many issues? That's a lot of blood.
No. We're only getting no.
You're
no,
going to
no,
be dead.
On every
Don't-
page of every issue.
page.
Just one issue will have the and you don't even look for it because you're not even going to be able to see it. Can I just say you're going to do it and then you don't even do it?
Sure.
All right.
That's what we do. Why don't you just put a little blood? Yeah, I swear you'll have it might look like red marker, but
No. So yeah, if you ordered it or you are thinking about ordering, here's the things you're getting: a bonus pod that you can only get if you order the bundle.
And there's going to be some sweet, sweet Sunday Jeff content in there.
Yes, it's ever second
Forgot
ever
about that.
edition of What Would Sunday Jeff Do? I got the questions in the can already. Some really,
I heard there's some out there answers.
I mean, so deep. Really? Yeah, like I really want to go where I would give you an insight to the man, and
Spiritual.
and his thinking, and not just the
guy who's like-
stupid questions that you hear. What's your favorite TV show, or I want to get in. I want to get life lessons.
Peel back that onion.
From a guy who says, like, when you die, the lights go out. That's it. You're done.
What else you got?
Wait, were you satisfied, Walter, with what you got?
I was more than satisfied.
I can't wait to do this.
Let's just say, let's tease.
Yeah.
Let's just say the only person at this table that he would want to be intimate with
Yeah.
is himself.
Okay. Like a clone of yourself? Or
Yeah, we get into like
Attack of the Clones.
we get into like that. There's no doubt that that if he could, he would have coitus with himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still sodomy. You're going to hell.
That's right. Even if you do it to yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Yourself now, or like yourself as like
That's
a
how much.
teenager?
That's the difference. Between, that's the difference between your mindset and Brian's mindset.
Right.
He loves himself.
Okay.
You know, like you guys that would be the last thing you'd want to do is spend time like
With myself.
wooing and dining yourself.
Right.
Right?
You know how expensive it would be if I were to die myself?
He would be. He leapt at the chance to woo himself.
Really?
Yeah, and
right.
to the what's it called? The game of finally pursuing himself and then getting that final the nectar, getting the drop of the nectar.
The sodomy nectar. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear that.
And it wasn't dirty. I'm just talking about the how you do it.
Right.
Like, what are the things that you would do to woo yourself?
So is this a clone of you or an alternate dimension you?
No, just a female version of himself.
Oh, a female version.
Would you want to hang out with a female version of yourself? I say no, not a
I
chance.
think I do. My name's Stacy. She's right there.
But Brian, could you stand to be in the room with a female version of yourself?
No.
Right.
Not even for like a minute or two.
Like it would be like the
Like, I hate
least
this
thing you'd be
person.
attracted
Yeah.
to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, not this guy.
No. All right.
Like he could see like a 10, like standing in the room, like rubbing herself down, going, "Come on, Sunday Jeff," and you could see himself, a female version of himself, doing the same exact thing. He'd immediately go to the Sunday Jeff female version.
Come on, Sunday Jess.
Sunday Jess.
But we get into that though.
All right. Wow.
Spoiling all the good stuff.
All right.
And what else do you get? Some signed copies by Ming and Mike. Oh, you get a bonus pod of ISL Comics, the very first bonus pod of ISL Comics ever. What are you giggling about, Sunday Jeff? What was I giggle about?
Was that for the collective audience? You heard giggling.
The titter heard around the world.
You're going to get the code, whether you use the code or not. That doesn't matter to me.
Those codes might be unnecessary.
Is that it?
I think that's it. You get the blood, you get the pod, you get the evening with Sunday Jeff, you get ISL Comics.
The actual comic itself,
You get the actual comics.
will be enough.
And an ISL Comics bonus pod. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, really.
You know?
JaneSilentBob.com/CMAN.html.
Time's a ticking. Mm-hmm. And then if you will kill yourself. Going on record right now, you will kill yourself once you hear the chatter about this episode.
Yeah.
Don't kill you. Don't wind up.
Because if you kill yourself, you'll be in hell. Listening to ISL Comics on a loop.
Living Demon's Head all day.
Yeah.
No, Mike heard. Well, let me ask you this. Like, okay, so you're a sodomite for the first 45 years of your life, and then you get married.
Yeah.
Then it's okay. You don't have to
you've got
worry
to-
too much about the earlier stuff.
Doesn't erase your past.
repent.
Yes, exactly.
Or it's prorated.
You got to repent, and you've got to you've
Couple
got
years
to
up here.
legitimately feel bad about what you did. You just can't say you felt bad.
I don't
Right.
think you can feel bad about that.
Why? Why
But
can't
this is a cigar chomping real man over here.
why?
Why would you feel bad about it?
Because, like, let's say you used your celebrity status to get some sort of.
Sunday
You
Jeff.
didn't say that.
No, not you. Like Q used it.
I do love that he thinks you're talking about him, though.
What are you? You're a celebrity.
Because you're talking to me. You didn't say Q's name.
Well, as soon as I said celebrity, you should have said, "Oh, that's not me. He's not talking to me."
It's my position officially that Sunday
He
Jeff
uses-
is a celebrity.
But
Just
Q
saying.
uses it almost like Anakin Skywalker.
That's his trump card. So that's the way he likes
I know,
to live.
but
That's the way he likes to live.
I understand that.
This is the
But at a
deal.
certain point, he's got to feel sorry for it to be legitimately repent, though. And he's got to make amends for it somewhere.
I mean, the
down
problem is
line.
that I, along with Sunday Jeff, don't believe in an afterlife.
That's sad. About you? Didn't you guys go to Catholic school together?
Yes.
I went to Catholic school from
And you turned your back on
kindergarten
it?
to senior year of college.
So you couldn't have, right? All
I
that.
taught.
He was
catechism.
sodomizing the whole
I
time.
taught catechism when I was a senior for credits to third grade for 2 years.
And
I don't believe in any of it.
You don't believe in it either.
I don't-
After all that.
over time, I've less and less, and I just. Hey, I don't think I have all the answers or anything, but I mean, it's a hard sell, man. That's a hard sell.
What would you
Well,
do
that's
if
what
you-
it's called. That's why it's faith.
Yeah.
But if you live your whole life like that, and you go and it winds up and there's nothing.
You know, I don't even
lived
go to
your
church.
whole
I don't
life
do
like
anything.
that.
Why am I the one? I don't know how I'm telling you guys about faith. I do nothing. I do nothing
You know what?
about
Don't
it.
just let me in just because you're doing.
I just hate to hear it, though. To me, it's sad, and it's and it sounds like I don't know. It just sounds harsh that all those years you put in, and now you're just like it was all just I was being
but you don't have to worry
spoon-fed
about it.
My
nonsense.
parents sent me that.
It was just keeping us in line, man. Just keeping us in line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's good for discipline.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's nice to find comfort because we're getting closer. We're going to be there, right? We're going to be on the door knocking.
We'll be dead soon.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it like next year, but eventually it's going to happen. I mean, it'd be nice to if you could fool yourself into thinking that we all go on to a different place. We'll see each other again.
If you want to think that way, that's fine.
I like that last week's definition of hell was they're playing I Sell Comics on a loop. And this week it's
You're drinking
blowing
fiery
DVDs.
semen.
Well, while it's playing, you got your earbuds on.
That's for the really bad sodomites.
That's like Hitler's got the earbuds. He's got to wear them.
So all you're saying is in 4.5 years, I have to get married and be truly repentant. Stacy Pizzolo. Then I can sodomize all I want.
There's rumors. Somebody keeps asking me. Maybe this past week you didn't commit 5 acts of sodomy.
Why? What? Somebody asked you?
You might have been doing it. You might have been. Your acts may have been committed. In God's may have given you the thumbs up.
Really?
Yeah, it's rumors of that maybe you are married.
Really?
Yeah, some internet rumors, and somebody came in here and asked me that.
That I'm married?
Yeah.
No, I would tell you.
Well, I don't know.
I would tell you
You didn't
guys.
get- you didn't get married?
No, I didn't get married.
Okay. Squashing that rumor down there.
All right.
Who told you that? Q?
Not Q.
What a
So it was
revelation that would've
two customers, and I keep forgetting to mention it because I'm like, he didn't get married. But 2 people, I thought it was weird that they would come in and ask that. Did
That is
Brian
strange.
Johnson get married?
Why did they say it? Like, did they
They said they
point
saw
out?
something on the internet. They said,
I'm saving myself. I'm chaste until another 4.5 years. I mean,
why you keep saying 4.5 years?
because Stacy's going to marry me in 4.5 years.
Why in 4.5 years?
Because we give a 5-year window. Remember a 5-year window? If neither of us are married, we're going to go get married.
I think you might have made the same deal with me.
Really? Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, I can live with that. She's pretty enough. Fat news, huh?
Oh, we got fat news?
Boom, baba, boom, baba, boom, baba, boom.
Fat news. Ooh, chicken.
Let me ask you, Walt. You've always been a thin guy, in shape. What would it take?
Looks like a boxer with the hood on, don't he?
How fat would you have to be to go on a website, buy a tapeworm, and then swallow it
Get the fuck.
in order to lose weight? Yeah.
Don't they have like very good operations now that you don't have to do this kind of
Or
backward stuff?
jogging. Yeah. It's like-
Jogging may not help some people. Some people may be in such horrendous shape
even do it.
that no matter how much jogging they do, could never correct, a life of.
Finish them off. You just get a heart attack while you're in the middle of doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, I imagine don't they tie your stomach into a little rubber
Yeah, lap
band or
band.
something?
yeah, a lap band thing.
I mean, why would you go with the tapeworm over
I
that?
think it's
unless you're hurting for money.
Well, tapeworm's a lot cheaper, probably. And on top of it,
I think you have to be approved to have that surgery too.
oh, do you?
Oh, you have to meet a certain criteria health
Yeah, a
wise.
certain amount of weight.
You could, and where would you find this tapeworm at?
She found it on the web.
Really?
She bought a tapeworm, yeah.
Nice.
And she.
I imagine, like, I'm sure it's not, but I would think it would feel like alien, like, like always moving around in you. I'm sure it doesn't.
Because they
feel
get
like that.
big, though, right? Don't they get pretty
Yeah,
big,
they
a
go up to
tapeworm?
like 25 feet.
And then how do you get it out? It's not going to come out normal. You got to have it operated to get it out, right?
What,
So is it-
tapeworm?
Yeah.
You can swallow medication that kills them, and then you just shit 'em
Ew,
out.
look at him. Look at that guy.
But tapeworms,
flat.
can creep out of your mouth while you
At your mouth?
No.
They could stick out like a gopher while you sleep.
Shut the hell up! It would have that would be like you could grab it and pull it out like a
telling you.
clown with a silk stocking. Come on, there's no way it crawls up that high.
I'm telling you, it does. Hold on
No
a second.
way.
Let me see.
No
I think that's a
way.
myth.
No way. There's no way. It's like,
I think if he-
my host is sleeping. The lights are out. Let me creep up and see if there's any crumbs on the on the mattress that he didn't eat.
Let me do some sounding.
That's not happening on the mattress I sleep on. Those crumbs are eaten. Stacey Patella just handed over an old ad for a tapeworm diet. That is banished.
Oh, fuck.
Look at that.
Nasty.
Why is it nasty though?
A tapeworm?
Why is it nasty though? Because is it the phallic thing?
Parasite.
It's a parasite, but if it's a healthy parasite though, we have parasites that help us on our
How's it
eyes.
a healthy parasite?
We don't freak
You are
out.
now at the point in your podcast where you will take any position.
Any stance. Why is a tapeworm so gross?
But like, don't we have parasites on our eyes?
Would they stop the subway for a tapeworm?
And don't we have parasites in our stomach already that help us with things that are there that we don't even?
Yeah, different.
But don't we? Isn't there a certain amount of like parasites and germs that are in a healthy body anyway?
Probably, but
Oh, definitely.
Right. So I mean, is it just the fact of swallowing that
But I don't think
phallic
tapeworms
symbol
are
of a
one of them.
tapeworm?
Well, the other ones you're benefiting from.
it's dangerous.
Disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
If you
it's
get a
ingest-
baby tapeworm, it hasn't
ingesting
been
t-
out in the. If it's a lab,
Sold.
If it's a lab grown tapeworm, it doesn't. It's not in a swamp.
Approved by the
Who's
FDA.
doing that? Who's working in that lab?
Well, somebody sold it on the internet though. Somebody had to find it.
Farm raised tapeworms.
You know, it's like
gonna
maybe it's a tapeworm mill, like a puppy mill.
There's tapeworms coming out of some kids.
That's photoshopped. Because who the hell would let their kid? Who would take a picture of it before
They
pulling it
always
out?
say the camera guy cannot put the camera down.
I can't imagine that a tapeworm knows it's nighttime and you're sleeping and is like, all right, I'm going to come out now.
And what are they coming out
Come on.
for, do you think?
Yeah, why are they coming out? They got everything they need in your stomach.
I don't know, dude.
No, we're saying they're cognitive of it. Maybe they're just finding their way
I don't
out.
think that they're like, what's up?
They want to leave.
Holy shit. that
There's
is
a
sick.
book
Cognizant.
written by the guy who wrote Train Spotting called Filth, which is about a cop in Scotland, and he's got a tapeworm, and one of the characters in the book is a tapeworm in his stomach. It's pretty cool, actually. Like, it's a good book for anybody out
Now,
there.
doesn't the tapeworm eat the food that you don't digest?
I thought that was
Thus,
the
he
idea.
gets just as fat. So wouldn't you weigh the same amount until you get rid of the tapeworm?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, once you're done, you're supposed to pull them out.
Oh, okay.
The
But
tapeworm
like, how
gets
big
bigger,
will it
too.
be though? Like, I mean, to get it out, it's going to be quite a chore, don't you think?
Let me see. I'm gonna Google
It lives in your
here,
intestines.
um,
It's
big-
That would be a far ride to get up to the top of your mouth and peek out. Right,
That's
when
why I
you're
don't think
sleeping.
it. I don't think it comes
Well,
out.
where are they going to go?
could you ever
You might peek out the other way, Q, more than your mouth.
I believe that.
Imagine that. You're ready to like.
No matter what
I
these-
think I'm ready to sin.
Yeah.
That would send you right. If you saw that, you're getting ready to go,
Yeah, you're about to fucking chow down.
right? And then that may set you on the straight and narrow.
If I wanted to go
That would cure you of your
have sex with a
sodomy.
woman
And you're like, wow, baby, yours really skinny. I love your body type, man. You're just my type. So super skinny. How do you do
look
it?
at you.
You eat everything too. You didn't. There was nothing on the menu you didn't order tonight, baby. How'd you keep that figure?
it was like,
What's that noise for?
I guess they can come through your skin because here's a guy with one popping out of the scalp.
come on, man.
No way.
Oh,
That's
God.
not a
That's
tapeworm.
photoshopped?
How do they erupt right out of your scalp? That's going through your cranium, the thickest part of your head.
Though. Well, no, I mean maybe he's like just under. I saw this documentary once about it was these people who crashed in a plane in the Amazon, And they say if you happen to do that, if you're ever in that situation, put mud all over yourself because otherwise, like, flies land on you and they'll, like, lay eggs under your skin. And you can see them, like, moving around, like, under your arms.
And they hatch and they come out.
It's so fucking gross. Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know if any of us will ever be in that position.
This is even more disgusting. This guy has one in his eye.
It's a tapeworm?
Yeah.
Why do you put it in your eye, man?
Holy shit.
Oh, no, I don't think this is... I think it's pretty rare that people, like...
Well, you said the fat news that someone did it, and what was was it a success or was it a failure?
It didn't say. I mean, I would have to think it wasn't a fucking success, though. Hold on. She said she went to the doctor. Let's see.
What doctor prescribed that?
No. She went to the doctor and was like, "I'm a fucking moron. I ate a tapeworm."
How do you put that in your fucking mouth and swallow it?
Put it in your food, probably.
Well, look at fucking Fear Factor, Henny.
Oh, no, Dad, you
can't kill it, right? You can't chew it.
Yeah.
Any of you guys ever eaten that worm in the vodka?
Oh,
I've seen it done. I haven't.
The tequila worm?
Yeah, the tequila.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how people could do that.
That seems awful. Well, it's dead, right?
You get sick, yeah. We can get sick.
It says the parasite can cause anemia and malnutrition because I guess they're eating all the
You're not
food.
getting all your vitamins.
Oh, gross. It doesn't really
I've
say,
seen
though.
some
Like, it seems
documentaries
like...
about dudes who have to have walls removed. You know, I would be like, you know what? If I'm in that position and they were like, tapeworm, buddy.
Have to get what removed?
They have to get walls removed to get out of their house. They're so big. Like they need a whole neighborhood to lift them into an ambulance.
Right.
And if that was my only option, I'd be like, well, look at me, man. How much? How
Give me
much
a
more?
tapeworm.
Give me a tapeworm.
Give me a tapeworm sandwich.
Do it.
Be like spaghetti.
Give me a can of them.
Stop eating as much. And, like,
I don't think it's going to help a guy in that stage.
It's like a disease.
It's the only thing that's going to help you.
Not when you're at that stage and you have to have a wall removed. And like a neighborhood has to move you into the ambulance.
Yeah, they have to chopper you out of there.
It's not about, man. At that point, I don't think it's about just stop eating.
There was a guy, I mean, obviously it's on all the time on stuff like Ripley's Believe It or Not or whatever. But do you remember Dick Gregory? He had that diet for a while in the 80s. And I think his most famous client was Walter Hudson, who, right here, saying the fourth most obese human in medical history.
1,200?
That's crazy.
He also holds the Guinness Book World Record for the largest waist, which measured 119 inches. He weighed 1,197 pounds.
Crazy.
His average daily diet was 2
a
boxes
baby
of
elephant,
sausages, a pound of bacon, 12 eggs, a loaf of bread, 4 hamburgers, 4 double cheeseburgers, 8 portions of fries, 3 ham steaks, or 2 chickens, depending on the day, I guess, 4 baked potatoes, 4 sweet potatoes, 4 heads of broccoli.
How do you afford that?
A large
You're not
cake.
working.
How do you even
like
chew
you'd
that?
be
My
heavier.
jaw would be tired from chewing that all day.
Sounds like he's heavier than 1,200 pounds. It just made.
But how do you afford that kind of
4.5 gallons of soda every day. Yeah, like
Got to do it to live, I guess.
And you can't you can't get out and do a normal movement. You got to just do it in bed.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And you've seen them; they look like liquid.
Right.
Like their bodies look like liquid. It moves like liquid. So where do you and how do you have a family member? I mean, how do you have?
And who keeps feeding you?
Right.
You're not making it yourself. You're not
Right. You
retrieving
can't
it
get into the
yourself.
kitchen.
So someone's
maybe
like,
you're ordering out.
Someone's like, go get the 20 hamburgers.
But like, where do you get like, okay, I'm going to take 4 dozen eggs.
Can you imagine the movement? So that it's going to happen when you have to consume that much food, though.
If they took a person like that and just dropped them in the middle of the woods,
Forget it. They
You would
wouldn't
die.
last a night.
Right.
Right. They wouldn't last a
3
couple
days.
hours, man.
There he is. Like,
The rest of the forest.
fuck.
Crazy.
Yeah, they had to crane lift them out. I remember
Yeah.
this. They used to have a
it's
show
hard
about it.
because on one hand, like you can recognize it as a mental illness.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you're like, you fat fuck. Like, get the fuck. Like, what are you doing?
I wouldn't be careful there because if George Clooney ever becomes that way,
You're out. $50 before anybody says anything.
I mean, aside from Dick Gregory, has there ever been the comedian / nutritionist? Like, it's just not that common. He used Hudson to promote his Bohemian diet system, saying that Hudson had lost between 200 and 800 pounds. That's a pretty fucking wide gap. Like, you know, he either lost this much or 4 times this much. I can't tell. Like
do you
between
have Dick Gregory's parents?
200 to 800 pounds. What's that?
Dick Gregory's parents like keeping company with their friends in the neighborhood. Like, oh, what's your son up to? Oh, he's a comedian nutritionist. You know? Sounds like bullshit to me.
Yeah.
He's a comedian nutritionist.
He was survived by his third. Even fucking Walter Hudson, weighing 1,200 pounds, had a fiance. Sunday Cruise.
What?
Sunday? Was that Sunday?
Her name was Sunday, yeah.
Because you know she doesn't look like Stacey Patel.
Any relation,
like
Jeff?
like the sundae, like the ice cream sundae.
Well, how is that like even living a life at that point anymore now? Right? Just laying in your bed, eating.
Wait, what? That sounds pretty good to me.
It's got to be a reinforced bed. It's got to be a reinforced everything.
How can you
I've
eat
done
that?
it.
I just
I
can't
did it
see
at work a
somebody
few
eating.
times.
What's that?
Yeah.
Got people out of it. We had the.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah. I actually had one of these people die in their house,
Somebody who was like super obese.
and we had to get the corpse out. And the only way we could do it was we took the bucket.
Cut them apart.
Chainsaw?
No, that would be sick. We took the bucket, with the
the feces?
No, it wasn't like, you know how the end of some fire
His
trucks.
oh, I thought you meant his
ladders.
bucket. The
No.
bucket this guy used.
And some have like the buckets that you stand in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we put the bucket up to the window, and this was within my first 6 months on the job. So I got the worst job to do. So we took the window out, and we cut the wall around the window to get it out, and we strapped them to two.
How do you know how long he's been deceased at this point?
Died that night.
That night.
Yeah, the family was home.
Is that who I would call? Is that
Well,
who they normally call the
ambulance.
fire department?
Well, they called the ambulance, but they couldn't get the body out.
Oh, okay.
So they called us.
So that would be under your criteria. Move bodies that are too big.
Yeah, apparently. 'Cause we did it.
Okay.
You ever miss it?
Strapped them to two boards and then laid the boards on the bucket, slid it out onto the bucket, so it was just laying.
Could you see his face, or was he covered?
Oh, it was a she, and she was
Naked?
Did you sodomize her?
Hold on a second.
I had to
Before you go, I got something for you.
holding the body, like holding the boards like this, while it was.
Wait, was she
on the
clothed?
ground. She was, but they cut. They tried to revive her. The
Oh
ambulance people.
God.
So
This would be the instance where I would be like, I can't do this, guys, and I would be like,
Yeah.
I would wuss out.
Burned into your
I know
the
the
rest
other
of your
firemen
life.
would be looking at me like, what are you talking about? I can't do this. This is way too.
She's too fat.
No, it's not because it's just too disturbing.
The
It's
smell,
just too.
the smell also must have been like. Do they give you a
It must be-
respirator when you're trying to lift her up? Because she's like,
No.
you know,
No,
like-
it wasn't like that. I mean, she had like food. It was like a really bad case. There was like food in her.
Well, did I have any bed burns? What are they called? Bed sores.
oh, bed sores.
Not that I saw, but I'm sure.
Oh God, man. Yeah.
awful.
I much props to you, man.
See,
It's a somber occasion. Like nobody's making jokes or anything. Nobody's.
I would.
Dinner table.
You did. You made jokes. You know he did. Look at that
You made
face.
jokes,
certainly not in front of the family,
but like the guys on the truck were making jokes about it.
certainly not in front of the family.
Well, I heard they do that, or else if they don't do that, they go insane.
Coping mechanism.
Black
Yeah.
humor, gallows humor.
That's what. Yeah, that's what you could say when the AIDS community comes to calling.
Yeah.
It's a coping mechanism.
We're so sad about it.
I don't have it.
All right, so your official stance is you do not have the AIDS mosquito, do not bite you.
I don't really like to take stances. I do recall, being bitten, but I haven't been diagnosed. I was
Let's
fishing.
get to the bottom of this.
I was
You've been
fishing.
bitten by mosquitoes on Staten Island, right?
Tons.
So at least part of this story
You
is
can now totally rule it
I've
out.
probably been fishing as well.
right for dinner.
Talk about the opposite of not being able to get your own eggs. I'm going hunting my own dinner.
But you can't. You tried to do an AMA on Reddit.
I was.
And people were concerned. So they got-
I enjoy it. It's all in good fun. I wonder how a collective, like, all right, we beat this. How does that happen from a community? Like, all right, guys, let's stop with the AIDS, super AIDS mosquito.
Well, I think it's just getting started. If I know how.
It's been a pounding so far.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're asking us to
It's great.
call off the dogs.
I mean, it's like it's been in a
I hope that's
wave.
not what you're asking.
Because it's like a wave. Because it's like first it was about the guy, and then it was like Super AIDS and everything. And that was for a while, Super AIDS, and then it was I had to do research to find out what this all meant, but then
What do I have?
the next level is like me in photos, and that is really like I mean I want to say creative / a little crazy. But
I think my favorite was the very first one that came out, and it's like a sepia tone picture with just Sal's face. Oh my god, it made me laugh. Oh, it made me laugh. Or when somebody changed Wikipedia that you were a well-known victim.
I saw that and I was cracking up. That was really good. I wonder how long that's going to stay up.
It was gone by the time I looked at it. Yeah.
Who does that? Who polices Wikipedia to the point where?
Oh, they're out there.
But okay, think about how many different impressions and different pages are on Wikipedia. The wealth of information.
Yeah.
There is a team. That means there has to be a team, or is it self-policing?
It's a community of people. Yeah, it's self-policing.
It's self-policing. Okay, so then who's
going to know that was not true, though?
That he doesn't have super brains.
Who's sitting by a computer waiting to fact-check references this ridiculous?
Who's keeping up on that page?
If you're listening or you know someone who does this, I'm like, tell me to contact you guys. But I would love to know who that is. That it's taken down hours later.
If you look at that page, it's not exactly like like pasteurization. It's like it was like 2 paragraphs. So yeah, like who's on that page that's going and correcting that information?
Mysteries.
Somebody.
I know, because wouldn't they feel silly if it was true? And maybe I should say it right now because then they could document this and put a link to this podcast, and then that goes right back up.
And then it is true.
Yeah.
Do you think True TV, like they hear about this, or they're like, you're joking around about this? Do they ever call you into their office and give you a hard time? Yeah.
Nah. Yeah.
Bastard. And then that's what you busted on. You're like, well, it's fucking true. How do you feel now, assholes?
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Would you like to donate?
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Dollar Shave.
Dollar Shave. You got the original Dollar Shave here.
Let's hear about Dollar Shave Sunday. It's fucking crazy, right? I know.
Oh, you see, this is amazing.
Sitting at the table, we got
Here we go. Dollar Shave.
Dollar Shave himself.
That's me.
Right?
Dollar Shave.
Dollar Shave. You seem to always have baby soft skin. You never seem to have any stubble or anything.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I imagine Dollar Shave has done a lot of good on, I'm looking at the fruits of Dollar Shave's work right there, and I got to say,
It's beautiful.
you're looking damn sweet, bro.
Walt, I have this beard because I don't have any time ever to run to the fucking store to get shaving equipment. My assistant over there, lazy, won't go to the store to get any razor blades or anything like that. I need a solution to this, Walt, so I can look as good as Sunday Jeff.
Solution found.
What's that?
Dollar Shave. Order some Dollar Shave blades. Yes.
What happens?
What is Dollar Shave?
Dollar Shave is an organization.
What's the matter with you?
Where you join up, and for a low monthly
Your head out of your ass,
price,
Volcano.
they send you razors for like a fraction of what they cost in stores.
Like you've gone to Target and buy razors, right? It's like you buy an 8-pack and it's like $45 for razors. It's crazy. I wish I owned a razor company because somehow they get away
Are you
with
telling me there's a way to get them more convenient and cheaper?
Is that a serious question?
You've
never heard
Are
of
you
Dollar
telling
Shave?
us that you didn't pull this up beforehand? You're looking for the info.
I'm looking for it right now.
All right.
Because I just found out that we were doing it.
But
Here we go.
Okay.
Let's see. Go to dollarshaveclub.com/TESD. Sal, it's going to cost a fraction of what you pay at retail. Here, do you want to hear some testimonials?
Of course I do.
I get
Dollar Shave Club has made me so much happier about shaving.
I'm all right.
Wait, where'd Sal go? He's out there looking for Dollar Shave. Can girls use Dollar Shave? I would like to send it to Stacey Patella.
Yeah?
Yeah. Make sure she remains nice and smooth.
Oh, I know what I know what you mean.
Well, you got to shave your legs.
Sodomy area.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I imagine that it's okay.
Sure, of course. Of course, Walt. Do you want to hear another testimonial, Sal?
Yes.
Dollar Shave Club is so much better. I don't even know.
Then what?
I don't know.
Then say dying?
But I'll tell you what, I actually do use the Dollar Shave stuff that they what is this?
Oh, that's
Hold on.
right. Sal, how do you feel about weigh in on this controversy. Apparently, we got a bunch of Dollar Shave stuff sent to the store.
Someone took them all.
All of it.
Well, you guys do that to me all the time in our office. You take everything.
Does he?
sent to me.
Well, I don't take it. Where's
Where's this
Everything I
accusation? Is this accusation towards me that I took it all?
Did you take it all?
I took one. That's what I had.
I didn't take any of it.
Yeah, you didn't take any.
How many
There
were
was only one. There was one razor blade. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I suppose I did.
But they're also into this. What do you think about this? I think they also offer the wet toilet paper.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, the like those
Right?
those baby wipes, except for big boy bottoms.
Yeah, it's supposed to be men's
difference?
baby wipes.
Well, yeah, they're flushable.
You can buy flushable baby wipes.
Right, but this is more for a man, though.
Yeah, it's for a
It
manly
doesn't smell like baby
It's like the
powder.
size of a handkerchief.
Am I
instead of
supposed
a
to be
little
trying to
piece
sell
of,
this? Is this what I'm trying to sell?
Much like Walter Hudson, I wiped my ass with a bath towel until Dollar Shave came along.
I feel bad, but I have something that's going to blow away Dollar Shave.
What's
No,
that?
then don't
my,
say it
my
now.
new company, 99-cent shave.
You have your own company? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dollar Shave is done for. Back when you were a budding young virgin wishing for a trace of stubble in need of shaving, did you ever? Oh, this is the romantic version.
Of what?
Oh, okay, these are like points that, if you want to do the romantic version of the commercial. Stacey, would you like to sit on my lap while I read these points? Okay, there you go. There you go, baby. Okay, she's sitting on my lap right now. Dollar Shave Club has made shaving feel like you hoped it would before you were old enough to shave. Fuck, my goddamn iPad just died. So at any rate,
Did anybody ever fantasize about shaving here?
never.
I know I think there is a lot of internet fantasies about involving shaving, if I'm correct, right?
Fetishes, you mean?
Fetishes, right? Is that a big fetish for shaving?
Not for me, but
No, I mean for you, but like
Yeah,
so
I
you,
think so.
it is, right?
yeah.
What do you think it is about the act of shaving? Is it something that like you saw your parents do? Is it can be traced to that? Because how is it erotic? To me, it's like the most like I
Depends what you're
dread it.
It's like mundane.
Oh, I'm just like I just can't stand shaving.
And especially like if you're like, say you're going to shave your girl's legs in the tub and then there's like all stubble floating around in the tub, like mixed with the fucking soapy
Oh, I
water.
wouldn't
It's
even want to
nasty.
shave somebody else.
No?
Oh no, no way.
Oh, so you're saying it's a fetish to shave your own self, like shave your face and then
No,
like,
no,
you're blowing
no.
loads all
I
over
knew.
your sink?
Well, we were getting into the fetish thing. It's definitely shaving somebody else. But
Yeah.
I mean, I could never find that appealing.
I never had that experience either where you're like, your dad's like, son, I'm going to teach you how to shave. Did you have that? Did your dad teach you how to shave?
at all.
Q? No?
Nope.
Wow, nobody at the table. I guess maybe that was more of like a generation before.
I think probably they just realized that, you know what, you could probably teach somebody with a half a brain how to shave.
Yeah.
You know, and they'll probably get the job done right.
Those are the same people that take our age jokes to heart.
It's not that big of an accomplishment to shave.
Yeah,
Right.
but I think it wasn't about the accomplishment. Wasn't it about like just a father and a son bonding
Passage
moment?
of
Yeah,
Becoming a man,
That's
shaving.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I learned how to duck and hide around my dad, not really to shave so much. But anyway, dollarshave.com/GESD. It's going to make it easier, Sal. They deliver them right to your goddamn doorstep.
I'm going to try it.
You're out, you're working hard, you come back from a day of impractically joking. The last thing in the world you want to do is go to Target or something and buy these razor blades, and lo and behold, in your mailbox, there it is.
Do you shave every day?
Open them up.
No. But that stuff, I will say that shaving butter
Yeah?
by far is best.
Oh, how do you know?
Because I use it.
So
Where'd you get
there
it?
it goes, Q.
Where'd you get
Wonder
it?
where your stuff went.
Dollarshave.com.
Oh, you joined up? You didn't take any of the free stuff, right?
Sure I did. You gave me one.
Sorry, Q.
I mean, it's not.
That's why I got the smooth skin.
It's not bad enough. I don't get paid for these commercials. I got fucking free product.
That was my payment, son.
I got to say, well, you made the right decision. Sunday Jeff looks gorgeous.
Oh, look at that, man.
Oh, he is blowing.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.